Well, WrestleMania season has wrapped up, and we got to talk about it. We got to talk about what happened actually at WrestleMania weekend, night one, night two, TB2 podcast. We were in the house night one, and I think they knew that we were in the house night one, or at least they knew the Burr was in the house night one, because everything went according to plan except for one match on night one. And then night two, when I was gone, they said, well, we're going to go ahead and give everything to Boss except for one match. Because on night one, Burr went 6-1. Night two, Boss went 5-1. And we'll talk about it, but let's go ahead and get into the thing. Before we get into it, I just told you Burr was in the building. Aura. You know what it is. And I'm joined as always, TB2 co-host. Boss is on the other side. BO $. Boss, what's up, man?
What up, IWC Tag Team Champions in the building? It's the TB2 podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment, repost, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Brr, what's happening?
Hey, we growing. We were on site in Vegas. We did a lot of networking. We shook some hands, kissed some babies,
Yes,
got
sir.
kissed by some wrestlers, according to Boss. You know?
Yep. I reviewed the footage, man. Maybe I was just high, but definitely an intimate moment. Definitely had intimate moments for sure. Wasn't too many babies on site, like you said in one of our other episodes, but every baby we could kiss, we kissed, shake hands, you know.
For
We
sure.
for
For
the
sure.
we for the kids, we for the youth over here at TV2, man. We just don't want you to do what we do though, but we for y'all. We for the youth. Just don't
Yeah.
do what we do, you. Don't do what the TV2 do. Just follow us, like, share, subscribe, listen to us, watch us, talk about wrestling.
Yes. We give great takes, we give great advice, we give decent advice. But we
I
give
give
good
decent
wrestling
advice,
takes.
Bert gives great expert advice. I give you 50-50 bullshit, you know. It is what it is, man. We here. Night one, like you said, man, I was all wrong, all screwed up. They had my emotions in a blender. Night two, I was just sad my boy was gone. I was just watching WrestleMania on the couch with Bunny like a sad dog.
Well, we'll go ahead and jump right into night one. We were in the
Let's go.
house. It was 50,000 people strong at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas,
Yes,
according to the
indeed.
numbers. According to
Yes,
the numbers.
indeed. According to John Cena, man. John Cena ain't never lied to us.
He may have once or twice. I don't know. I have to go back and review the tapes. But it was a packed house for them saying that tickets were having issues selling. It was a packed house. The thing with the packed house is sometimes the crowd wasn't exactly the way I thought the crowd would be.
Yeah, crowd was
And we'll get
crazy.
into that.
Hey, let me share a fun fact I seen on the news. 90% of the people that attended WrestleMania was from out of the state of Nevada.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The people
Yeah.
who said Thomas, he was from California.
Well, and I think I read or I seen something too where they said that somebody from all 50 states was represented at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's easy to believe. That's very easy to believe. That's definitely easy to believe. The odds, if it's 50,000 people in only 50 states, the odds is definitely in WWE favor of collecting those coins for sure.
Yep.
Nevada was in the building, Arkansas was in the building, Cali was in the building. It was a lot of different places in the building. I was the 10% of the residents that was there on night one. And yeah, it was a cool night. Overall, the energy was kind of, you know, it didn't get hot to the last minute.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything went by pretty smooth, man. If you was an old person or something, you could have sat there and enjoyed that WrestleMania and still made it home before bedtime.
I mean, I didn't move. I literally did not move. Once I got in my seat, I did not move. Honestly,
Yeah, me either.
Thomas, the dude sitting beside of us, was the one that was getting up and getting our drinks from the dude selling it in the walkway. So
Yeah.
we
I
didn't
didn't even get
move.
up to get a drink. Yeah, I ain't even get up to do that. I didn't. I wanted to use the restroom a couple times. I was like, fuck it. It was just
I
moving
mean,
along. I didn't want to miss nothing.
and Thomas even brought us back some wings. Granted, they were barbecue, not buffalo. But for us not having to get up at all, and getting food brought to us by somebody randomly sitting beside us from California that was just feeling the TB2 vibes, I appreciated it. So shout out Thomas.
Yeah, I did it too, man. We didn't have to spend no money on the wings, man. We sat there and got some free wings and just chilled. We had a little bit of TAC in the air. It was a good day, good vibes. We just sat there and chilled like a bunch of old men, bro, enjoying the day, man. Like everybody could talk shit about WrestleMania, but until you actually like sit in that seat and see it for yourself, like you can't say nothing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and it's marking a checkbox off the Burr bucket list because this is my first WrestleMania. I don't know how many more I'll go to. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to go to one again. But me being in Vegas while WrestleMania was going on, WrestleMania weekend, there was no chance I wasn't going to miss this opportunity.
Yes, indeed. Good chance. When it come back to the States, I'm definitely trying to go to another one. I'm down for that. But yeah, let's get into it. I still want to watch it on TV to see how it looked on TV compared to how it looked in real life. I watched night two already, but I still haven't watched night one yet.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch night two because during night two, Burr was traveling. Burr was in the sky. Burr was on the ground. Burr was I was going all the way from Vegas back to the homestead, coming back to
Yeah.
life, back to reality. Um, but it was all in all, it was a pretty decent show. Um, we'll go ahead and get right into night one. The night started off. You had Cena come out doing his talking, and then you had the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Now, we were split on this one, and
Right.
the basic math to me was Jacob Fatu's trajectory is going up, Drew's is going down. Jacob's getting pushed up to the main event level. Drew just lost his title over some shenanigans and is falling down the card out of that main event picture. Um, and that's what happened. We get a moonsault on the table. Jacob Fatu putting Drew through a table to win this unsanctioned match.
I thought Drew was gonna win, man, because he been getting done dirty. This was a 3 hour match. I didn't expect it to get too crazy, too bloody. They kept trying to use a toolbox in the
Yep.
match, shit like that. So I was like, man, because it's on the 3 hour, they ain't gonna bang each other up too bad. But I expected Drew to win. He didn't win. I was disappointed in that. I really was. But shout out to Jacob, man. Shout out to Jacob Fatu.
Cool. Along with the bloodline, you got them Samoans running wild in WWE. The next free match that was on the card was the Vision, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul with I Show Speed taking on the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I tell you, LA Knight, I don't understand why they do not push LA Knight because the man is over. Okay. When you were in the building and they hit the LA Knight, yeah, you felt you felt it. You know, when you're in a car and they're bumping that bass and it's shaking the car and it's shaking the mirror and you feel it in your guts, in your chest. That, yeah, hit me the same way.
Yeah, me too. The crowd was cheering for him. They like LA Knight, man. They like LA Knight. They still yeeting a little bit out there. Jay Uso gonna always have his fans, man. The Usos gonna always have their fans. So yeah,
But
I was excited.
I
Shit, I Show Speed and Logan Paul, sorry. Logan Paul and I Show Speed, these are big, big guys. Like two of the biggest internet stars, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they've been around since they was little kids on the internet. Now Logan Paul's wrestling, so I thought it was cool to see him wrestle in person. Actually,
yeah. Um
I ain't
I
gonna
think
lie about that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
I think I
I was
seen in
good.
person how the yeeting has started to die.
Yeah. hmm Next WrestleMania, it won't be no yeeting going on.
No,
He gonna
it'll
be
be
trying to tell them no yeet. Jay Uso, I think yeet is stuck in his vocabulary, so he gonna keep saying it and doing it. But yeah, man, the crowd ain't feeling it like they used to, And this is WrestleMania. And I mean, let's WrestleMania. You had to bring that shit back and all this and that and this and that. Wasn't none of that going on. Wasn't no
No,
bringing it back. Even though the song was extended, because, you know, they walking down a long ass aisle. But yeah, ain't none of that bringing it back shit gonna be happening. I don't think so. Not no
yeah.
time soon.
Yeah, it's definitely dying. Before this is another one that we were on two different sides of the line on this one. Um, you may have been, siding with the vision on this one. In my eyes, the math added up with three wrestlers versus two wrestlers and an internet star. Granted, IShowSpeed's been putting in work and training. I'm not trying to downgrade him. Um,
Mhm.
but the math in my eyes was pretty I didn't think that it was gonna get IShowSpeed putting Logan Paul through an announce table on this match.
Yeah, I mean, he showed some athleticism in the match. He took some bumps. He did his thing.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, it doesn't equate to a whole wrestler, especially when one of the wrestlers on the other side is LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, the Usos and the other thing that I thought that may have something to do with this match, the titles aren't on the line. It's a 3-on-3. The titles aren't on the line. So the Usos and LA Knight could win this match without taking too much from Logan Paul and Austin Theory because they're still champions leaving out of WrestleMania.
yeah, they are. And it's the free hour, man. So, you know, they want to show something crazy. They gave our show Speed the big spot over Logan Paul. You know, it was gonna be either one of them big names.
Well, that's the final of the match was the Usos and LA Knight going over and actually walking out with IShowSpeed after he put Logan Paul through a table, so an announce table. So I don't maybe IShowSpeed's an honorary Us now, maybe LA Knight's an honorary Us now, maybe they just part their ways and never talk about it again, and the Usos join Roman as being the bloodline again, you know?
Yeah, maybe the curse is over with our show Speed. LA Knight
Maybe.
LA Knight and our show Speed are friends now, so maybe the curse is over.
Well, that was the free hour, and then we jump into the main card, right?
Mm.
And
Yep.
and on the main card to start off, our boy Thomas was really intrigued to know who you were going for on this match. And I told him the whole
Hmm.
time, bro,
Hmm.
you'll know. Trust me, you'll know. You'll know who he's going for. Just wait, you'll know. And then when your girls, the irresistible forces came out, boss, you were going wild, dog.
Yeah, my girl Nia Jax, my other girl, Lash Legend, came out there for the tag team, man. It was cool to see Charlotte Flair, I ain't gonna lie. Charlotte Flair's a legend, but yeah, man, you know my favorite tag team in the WWE right now is the Irresistible Forces, man. They put their titles up, and I put all my money on my DraftKings bet for them.
And they came out with honestly, they came out with some cool demolition inspired gear. I made jokes when they first came out that they were rocking some Jabberwockies looking gear, but
Yeah.
after going back and looking at it later, I seen what they were doing with the all white demolition look. I thought it was good. I liked it.
No true pop from the crowd.
No,
No true, no Nia Jax don't get a big pop from the WWE universe, man. So no big pops, man. No true big pops for these entrances for the women for this tag team four way.
well,
Not yet, at least.
and that's what I was about to get into because we have a big story that broke during this match. Big story happened. So you got the champions. You got Nia Jax and Lash Legend taking on Charlotte and Alexa, taking on Bailey and Lyra,
Woo!
taking on what was supposed to be the Bellas. Now Nikki's hurt, so the Bellas
Nikki
can't.
got legit hurt, and
Yeah.
I was trying not to honestly. Because it was so close to April Fools and shit, I didn't know whether it was facts or not, so I was trying to stay away from that. But it was like, yeah, breaking news. And I'm
Yep.
like, oh shit, what's gonna happen with this, you know? I was thinking maybe they had a replacement, NXT jobbers coming there or some shit.
And while this all was feuding for weeks, boss, for weeks, I told you how this match was going to end. I knew I could read it in the crystal ball. Crystal ball said it clear as day, right? The Bellas were going to pin either Lyra or Alexa. That was the crystal ball showed it in here. And then with Nikki getting hurt, I thought, well, maybe the crystal ball was kind of fogged up. Maybe we go with some switch. Maybe the maybe we have our champions come out on top. Maybe they are able to run the gauntlet.
Right.
However, Nikki had to be replaced. And the person that they replaced Nikki Bella with was none other than the returning Paige.
Damn.
And once
A couple people was like, it's gonna be Paige. Oh,
Yep.
how the fuck y'all know that?
And we could have, she was one that we didn't stand in line with and talk to at WrestleCon, but we could have. She was right there 4 feet from us, boss.
Yeah, she was at WrestleCon, and so I was like, yeah, it ain't her.
Well,
It ain't her.
once that music hit, once that big Paige came up on the Titantron, boss, I knew the fate was sealed. I knew the fate was sealed.
Yeah, when I seen Paige come out, I was pissed. And the pop for Paige,
It was loud.
it was loud. It was exciting. People was excited. The boss wasn't excited, but I couldn't be mad at the fans, but I was like, oh man, here we go. Tomfoolery is afoot, man. Dang.
Yep. And like I said, once she came out, it was a lock. And I called that it was going to be either Alexa or Lyra in the ending of the match. And
Yeah.
they were the last two in there before somebody took a pin. But at the end of the night, your winners are Brie Bella and Paige, your new tag team champions.
This match went kind of quick. For it to be a fatal 4-way tag, it went quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Bella and Paige got the rest of the girls the fuck up out of there. But like you said, the irresistible forces, they didn't take the pin.
Right.
So you called this spot on. I was mad. We'll see what happens. That's all boss gotta say about it.
I mean, it was.
And when you in the
again,
building, the wins and losses really fuck with you.
Yeah, I was feeling it. Burr
They
was
fuck
feeling
with you
himself.
more than they do than you watching it on TV. That's for sure. That's
You're
for
more
sure.
invested.
You definitely more invested. You definitely more disappointed when it don't go how you wanted to go or how you see it going. I was real disappointed.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
starting out the night for 3 in the building, y'all.
hey, we got a win coming for you, boss. Because on this next match, we were together. We agreed on this one. You had
Finally.
AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for
Light
the
it
women's
up.
IC title.
Light it up, 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 light it up. I liked it. I was feeling lighted up at WrestleMania. Even though I wasn't feeling AJ Lee, I was feeling her entrance. I was feeling lighted up. I was feeling the theme music that day, man. They had the little girls come out there. And I did notice that a lot of the universe was rocking AJ Lee merch, man.
Yep.
What a bunch of fans. What a bunch of tools. What a bunch of tools, man.
And
What a bunch of freaking tools.
They were trying hard to not let us boo AJ Lee because they come out with about 12 little girls skipping around, rocking the merch, and coming out with her during her entrance. You can't boo that.
Light it up. I did. And I was pissing off people because it was AJ Lee fans close to us. I'm like, I don't see this shit. Becky Lynch, come make work of her. Becky Lynch entrance was so boo. I seen she had a band, couldn't really hear the band. It is what it is, but she came out there, Becky Lynch. I finally got one right. This match was close. This match ended quick too.
Yeah, a lot of these matches were kind of just quick. Let's get in there. Let's get the pin. Let's get out. I mean, there wasn't a lot of the show itself wasn't very long, to be honest.
It was more action in WrestleCon and TCW for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a little tidbit in here. One of my favorite parts of the night happened during this match. We had a gentleman about 3 rows in front of us that was a big AJ Lee fan. Big AJ Lee fan. And once Boss started downing her a little bit, I think Boyd may have looked over his shoulder and seen who it was that he was cheering back and forth against. And he didn't want no trouble with Boss. He was pretty quiet after that.
Yo, this is what I want to tell y'all. When y'all see the boss, right? It ain't personal, okay? I'm just feeding in with the crowd. I ain't gonna fight none of you niggas. I ain't jacked up on machismo. Time out, bro. Where you going? I'm not jacked up off machismo. I don't care, but I'm gonna talk my shit. I got a paid ticket. We got good green money like your money green too, motherfucker. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you are. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. Becky Lynch deserve to win that. I say a lot of things, but I tell no lies. You tell no lies over here, buddy. We might get something wrong. We might get something wrong, but you know, we wasn't lying about it. So.
Nope.
So yeah, man, I wasn't feeling the AJ Lee shit. I was happy to see Becky Lynch go in there and manhandle her a little bit. I think this might have been AJ Lee's best little fight though. She gave her best. She lost though.
Yeah, but and she really needed to lose. It was 3-0 against Becky Lynch, who is probably one of your, if not top female in the women's division of WWE at this point, and she's on a losing streak against AJ Lee. I don't know if they're trying to just build AJ Lee up to that same level, but you needed the win, Becky. I'm glad you got it. New IC champion.
Yes, sir.
So another one, boss, you get another win on the next match. We were on the same page on this, but I'm gonna take a little extra credit because I knew how this match was also gonna end. With the exception of one thing. So you got Seth, you got Gunther. This grudge match over the whole Paul Heyman debacle. Not sure what this Gunther, favor he's gonna get from Paul is, but you had Seth going against Gunther, a good back and forth during most of this match, but the biggest problem was the return of your boy Braun Breaker.
Man, match of the night for Boss.
Yeah. And when I tell you guys, you see on TV Braun Breaker sprint down the ramp, and it looks impressive. It really does. When you see this man do a 4.040 down an 80-yard ramp and smoke a guy, I mean, you blink and you would have missed it. You blink and it was so fast. He is such an athlete. You can't really see it on TV. Honestly.
The way he was running, I'm like, damn, is he hurt for real? Was he hurt for real? Or was that just a storyline? Because he was running fast as hell.
Yes.
And I mean, people complain about where he went to experiment, but in person, it was impressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like those times where you take a picture of a waterfall and you show somebody the picture and you're like, well, the picture doesn't do it justice. It was just so beautiful, right?
Yeah.
The camera does not do justice how fast this man is running.
No, not at all, man. And I mean, it was a good match before the interference. I liked it. Got some good back and forth from Gunther and Seth. I thought Seth was gonna win, man, but Gunther pulled it out.
Well,
good match.
Boss called this one, or Burr called this one too. Gunther was gonna choke out Rollins. Rollins wasn't gonna tap. He was just gonna go to sleep. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Yep. The career killer strikes again.
So, co-main, we have our second to the last main event of night one. We got Stephanie McClure going against Liv Morgan for the title. Liv still, Boss been saying this for weeks, Liv tired.
Liv looks so damn tired. She got a bump on her, knot on her head and shit. She just been out all night drinking and partying and shit. She just looks so tired. But she come out, long ass entrance, man. She's singing, dancing, stripping, and then she got to wrestle. I guess she in good shape. I guess she ain't that tired.
Yeah.
Do a music video, a performance, get stripped down, and then go in there and wrestle. I was impressed. Stephanie Valkyrie, La Palmetta in the building.
And not only did she do her little music video, strip, come out and wrestle, but she won the match. And the thing is, even with Liv winning this match, the match didn't go Very it seemed like just and then we talked about that most of these matches, but it seemed like just as soon as they were going, as they were getting going, the match ended because of some shenanigans. We talked about it, on the prediction. We thought that Liv was gonna win. Stats say that the Rumble winner, comes out on top. And she's got the Judgment Day behind.
Yeah, when I seen the Devil's Kiss, like within the first 5 minutes of the match, I already knew it was gonna be coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was.
And it didn't put her down. She took it.
Yeah. So we have a new women's champion in Liv Morgan.
Congrats. I'm curious to see what happens with Stephanie Valkyrie after this.
I just hope Liv can get some sleep.
Yeah, she needs some rest, bro. I'm tired of seeing all three of them, to be real. The Judgment Day.
It's I need something more from it, to be honest. I need something more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Main event night one. Main event night one. And usually every time we hit that main event slot on these reviews, I gotta remind you, make sure you drop a nice elbow drop, leg drop, do a slow-mo drop, shout out movie Mike, sneak peek coming soon. But yeah, drop a like, check us out on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Spotify, check us out on TikTok. We growing. We got all kinds of got an X coming soon. So if there's any way, maybe an Instagram in the future, we'll see. If there's any social media that you are on, you're gonna find TB2.
Yes, sir, Ski. Stay tuned, baby.
Main
Hope y'all
event.
hope y'all fucking with the pod. Hope y'all fucking with this episode.
Main event night one. You got Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. And they started this match off kind of strange because they brought Pat McAfee out with his own entrance, right? He got his own entrance. He attacks Cody before the match. He hits him with a microphone. Cody gets the upper hand, hits a crossroads on him, and tosses him out of the ring, puts him on the announce table to get splashed by Jelly Roll, who's just standing outside the ring at this point. I don't know where he came from.
Just keep going, man. Just keep talking.
I don't. Maybe he was out there chilling in the crowd with Kittle.
I thought he was supposed to be on tour with Kid Rock, making America great again. But then I seen he's only gonna be there for selected nights. So if he only there for selected nights, then he got to wrestle. So yeah, he was there, bro. I was waiting on his ass to show up. And his bitch ass showed up, man. Damn.
Well, you get a decent match between Cody and Randy throughout their match, and it was going to be a good match. I mean, let's be honest. I'm glad they got rid of Pat McAfee early. Pat gets stretchered out early, and he's out of the match. He's not around. So you could get a good Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes without the Pat McAfee shenanigans of grabbing Cody's foot here or distracting the referee there. You get a good back and forth. And this back and forth, I guess, leads to Cody taking a punch directly to the eye because by the very end of it, his face is swollen. But before the big moment at the end of the night, his eye is already busted and bruised.
Yeah.
And the only spot that I could figure that it happened is when they were taking shots back and forth and Randy just caught him clean with one.
Yeah. It was an intense match.
It really was. It really
Cody
was.
Rhodes like pain, and like I always say, he wait till the PLE to get real crazy and hardcore. You could beat his ass all week on network TV, but when it's time to do the main card at the main stages and shit, he gonna push it up the match up a level. And now Randy Orton a little older, like you could tell he getting a little older. He didn't have surgery, shit like that. But I mean, he still put his body on the line.
Well, the ending of this match, we get some shenanigans. There's a ref bump. Ref goes down. Randy takes out Cody. And then we're waiting for a second ref to come out. And sure enough, here comes a man running down the ramp in a referee shirt. And it's none other than Pat McAfee in a neck brace. And what didn't make sense to me, what really didn't make sense to me, Pat's coming out to count the 3 for Randy. This was the slowest count I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't like you. I don't like you. I don't want to see you on wrestling. But all right, I'm here. I'm happy to see you come out here and do some shit now. Now I'm happy. Now you cooking with fucking grease. You in a referee shirt. But when I seen the count, I was like, damn, well, bro, whose side are you on, my nigga? Damn, what the fuck was this?
Exactly.
You should have counted
Exactly.
hella fast. Like, what kind of shit you on?
Yes. If you are really there for Randy to win this match, it should have been a lot faster than 1, 2, kick out.
I wouldn't even have counted the kick out. I would have kept counting.
Well, Randy gets up and maybe he realized that Pat was counting slow. Maybe because Pat told him kill everybody and Jelly Roll falls under that everybody. Cody Rhodes, Zack Ryder falls into that, or Matt Cardona falls into that kill everybody. But I guess Pat McAfee falls into that kill everybody too, because he takes an RKO right there. And then Cody takes advantage, hits a crossroads on Randy. Referee number 1 comes to and counts the 3. Cody's still your champ.
Whole crowd boos like a muff.
And that was the thing during this match. The crowd was hot for Randy Orton and booing the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, when everything was going down, just the boos, man, because everybody seen it happening. It went from RKO, yay, Randy's about to do it, to, oh, hell no.
Yep.
Boo. I was wrong. I had Randy winning this one.
I did too. This was the one I got wrong on night 1. This is the one Burr got wrong. And I really thought it was going to be with some shenanigans with Pat. I really thought they were going to go ahead and give Randy 15. It's not like he's going over Flair. It's not like he's going over Cena. So I was okay with it. But Cody stays champion. After the match, Randy comes to quicker than Cody's hurting, right? He hits Cody with the belt and then proceeds to punt his head into the front row of Allegiant Stadium.
Yo, it was dope, but too little, too late.
Yeah.
You should have punted his ass in when the title was on the line, nigga. Too late.
Yep. Too late.
But
And
good to see. But too late, nigga.
And I think that also may have helped on why Cody's face looked so jacked up after the match. Because not only did he get busted once by that shot, and like I said before this punt, you could see Cody's eye was busted. But I think they just swelled up the whole cheek after this punt.
Yeah, it connected. Too little, too late. And that's how night 1 went down.
It is.
So go on to night 2.
So then night 2, the Sunday happens. Boss gets up sad because he's got to tell Burr that, Burr got to go to the airport. Burr's sad because he got to go to the airport. But the show don't stop for us, boss. The show continues.
Yeah, I dropped you off. Went home, had to tap back in.
And boy, did it continue.
Yeah, free hour.
And the 2 matches we get on the free hour is the ladder match, which was second, but the night started off with Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
Wow. Yeah, that was crazy to me. But hey, I was here for a free hour, man. I'm on one. Watching this match, I'm ready for it. I don't know who's gonna really win. This was a toss-up. Good match, quick, dirty match.
It was. It was a sprint. We knew it would be. We knew these 2 hosses were gonna hit each other hard, hit each other fast. And yeah. It made me laugh. Because my daughter was watching some of this with me later on after I'd gotten back. And she told me, she said, Daddy, he looks like a gorilla, and was pointing to Obafemi. And I thought, man, my daughter might be a little racist. My daughter might be a little. And then Oba wins the match and stands up and beats his chest. And she goes, see? And I thought, you know what? In the eyes of a 4-year-old, he might look like a gorilla beating his chest like that. as big as this man is, he's a silverback.
I don't know what to say, man. It's the black people at the IWC. Y'all expecting me to say something? I want to say something, but sometimes I don't even think. Sometimes I don't even be mad at the people eyes that see what they see. Sometimes I'll be like, man, did y'all paint that picture for it to be that way, or to
I
be
mean,
seen like that? So I'm like, who's the true racist?
I mean,
Is Triple H the racist, or is Little Bird a racist? I don't know. She only see what she see. You know what I'm saying?
and
Yeah.
and
And
lo-
she ain't gonna lie. She's a kid.
yep, yep.
She a
She
little
sees it how
kid,
she sees
so
it.
yeah, she a little kid. So I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't even think it's her that's racist. I think it's she's not racist, but yeah, it be the people, it be the images. But I mean, don't get it fucked up. I like to see a big ass Obafemi the ruler, you know. I like it. I like it. At least he
What?
ain't a Nigerian scammer.
Yeah,
I can
that's
deal with
fair.
that. I can deal with that. At least he ain't trying to get you to go to the shisha bar and fucking Rapungi. So, you know, I'm down with that shit. I like him. And he wins, bro. He won the match. He
He
beat
did,
Brock Lesnar. Wow.
and this was something we talked about. I thought that the right way to do this was to Oba to win and continue to excel toward the top of the card. Brock didn't need to win, but I didn't think that this would possibly be the last time we see Brock Lesnar wrestle.
I seen another post, right? I seen a post on Facebook, and this is about this is race related. It said Brock lose to one black man and retire. You can take it. You can take that
I'm
shit. He lose to
done.
a black man one time. He say, "Fuck this, I'm out. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm out. I'm out." Triple H, what y'all niggas thinking? I'm out. Take my boots off right here, nigga. You ain't never gonna see me again. What? All you white boys is lined up to whoop my ass now. Shit, I'm out. Fuck that. I'm out. I'm done. Good night, y'all. He say, "Fuck it." He done. That black dude whooped his ass. He say, "Nah, I'm good, man. I'm
I'm
good.
done. I don't
I'm
need no
done,
more.
man. Y'all did it. Y'all did what he call himself, jacked up white boy. Y'all did a big buff jacked up white boy wrong. I'm out this bitch." What you mean they had kids crying? I'm like, what kid crying about Brock Lesnar leaving, nigga? He ain't never gave a fuck about the kids. What y'all crying for?
And
Fuck
I mean,
y'all
are
crying for?
you
Name some moments Brock Lesnar did for y'all that made y'all the nigga. All he did was throw y'all favorite wrestler around and break his fucking neck. Like, shut up. Be
and,
happy he leaving. He fucked John Cena over.
and are you even old enough to appreciate Brock Lesnar
Yeah, you
for what he
crying,
was?
you crying. I just watched. I don't know if it's still going on, but there's a best of Brock Lesnar. And it's been on. I think they're repeating the matches actually. Let me say that. I think they are actually. It's on repeat, but it's going on WWE right now on YouTube. And
Mm,
dog, I watched at least 5 matches and he didn't lose one.
yeah.
He didn't lose one. He whooped Ric Flair. He whooped Kurt Angle. He just whooping everybody.
I think at WrestleMania we get some of these passing of the torch moments. We get Hogan handing it to The Rock. We get The Rock handing it to John Cena. We get John Cena possibly handing it to either Cody Rhodes or Danhausen. I'm not quite sure. Um, but I think
Damn,
this
said it
is
was him.
but I think this is the moment that Brock Lesnar passed the torch for the new beast, the new ruler, the new men above men. You know, if there's somebody in our species that needs to take out a bunch of aliens, before it was Brock Lesnar, now I think it's Obafemi.
Right, Vince McMahon could pick a dude. It'll be him, except
Yeah.
white. He was from South Africa. He wouldn't be Nigerian. He'd be South African. He'd be white, apartheid era white boy. Big as Obafemi talking African and doing a strut. But this is back to Brock. This is back to some WWE, Vince McMahon type of shit right here. Obafemi, man, somebody that's just unreal. You know, he won.
Yep. And
Congrats.
congrats to Oba. Big win. Didn't see Brock Lesnar taking off his boots, taking off his gloves, and leaving him in the ring after this match. I really thought they were going to end up having Gunther be the one to retire Brock. But
That's why Brock
shout
said
out.
fuck it too. That's why Brock said fuck it because he ain't gonna do all that. I thought he
Yeah.
was gonna lose against John Cena, and he said, "Fuck that. I'm gonna go out there and possibly try to break his neck and end the match in 3 minutes," and that's what happened. The main event, bro, that we paid pay-per-view money for on ESPN.
Yep.
So it wasn't gonna be too much of Brock. I knew he wasn't gonna stick around too much longer, especially if he lost.
Yeah.
He ain't doing too much losing.
Well, thank you, Brock Lesnar, for everything you've given to wrestling. You've created
Whatever
some.
that was, whatever that was you gave, whatever that was, they might claim and hype up and say you did. You know.
Yeah. Good good career.
Yeah, whatever. Nigga, you like Goldberg to me, nigga. You just, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck says they like Goldberg? You know what I'm saying? That's why when you got a DM and a nigga talking about, oh, wrestling is everything was your childhood, especially Sting and Goldberg. I'm like, nigga, Goldberg? Every week I was praying he lost. Nigga, what you talking about? You ain't a real wrestling fan. The fuck? You want to just see big meaty white nigga just come here and squash somebody in 1 minute? Nah, get your big head ass up out of here.
Oh, that's good
TB2,
stuff.
baby.
That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
so anyways, we got the second match on the free hour, the ladder match, which I'm like, wow, what the fuck? How y'all gonna fit in a 5-man ladder match in the free hour? But okay, I'm here for it. I'm strapped in.
100 mile an
Penta,
hour.
Penta,
Yep. And
Mortal
and I
Kombat
really
character.
I really thought, oh yeah, he come out like Shao Kahn with his entrance. If I would have knew that he was coming out with that entrance, and I should have known with all the pyro and everything that he was gonna have some crazy. If I would have known he was coming out as Shao Kahn, big main final boss of Mortal Kombat, I probably would have said that Penta was gonna win this match when we did our predictions. Because I
You
thought they
said
were gonna do
JD
something.
McDonough.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do something like JD come in. I thought maybe Kofi does something, maybe Javon gets close, and there was a chance where I thought maybe Javon was gonna do it, but JD
Javon
don't
had
do
some
it,
close moments.
Javon don't do it, Rusev don't do it, Rey Mysterio and his bad back that magically healed after Gunther got a match at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins, all of a sudden, he don't do it, Dragon Lee don't do it. Your champ stays the champ.
I told y'all Penta. I just don't see Penta losing right now, man. Not like that. And Rey Mysterio, he came out there looking just like Penta, and my son was like, "Why is he doing? Why?" Ray, just hang it up, man. Hang it the fuck up. Rey Mysterio. Now the kids getting irritated with you. When the kids start turning on you, you done, bro. When you a kid favorite and then the kids don't like you no more, they tired looking at your ass like corny to them. Just stick the commentary on triple R, cause fuck, bro. Like, man, I hate to see it. He had some cool little spots, but he was the only wrestler I felt like was in the way. Rusev looked kind of out of place, but I mean, he kind of had a place because he was the biggest dude in there. But Rey Mysterio looks so out of place, bro. Like everybody
Yeah.
hopping and popping, jumping and bumping, and your ass is just. It was a decent match though. Spanish Fly, seen some dope ass moves.
Yeah, broken ladders everywhere, people going through ladders, falling off
It was
ladders.
it was a time where the kids, cause like I said, when I told them you said JD, they laughed. They was like, "Hell nah, Burr is on crack." What the hell? He usually right, but JD, hell nah. They couldn't see it for a million miles. But as the match was going down, it was like, "Oh shit, JD might win. JD might win." He had some close times. I was like, "Oh, Burr, it ain't no way you gonna call this one spot on." But it was a good match, man. Javon came close.
Yep. Shout out to Javon hanging around WrestleCon where I'm pretty sure he wasn't supposed to be, but it's fine. It's cool. He got a picture with Isaiah. So
Dope. And it was confirmed it was him.
yeah.
He also couldn't believe it. He cursed when he came out. When he seen all them people
Yep.
at WrestleMania, he just couldn't believe it. So he done made it to the big stage. Shout out to him. He's gonna be around. As long as he don't get injured, he gonna be bouncing around WWE for a little while, and I'm happy about that.
I like to see him put on a little bit of weight.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. For
I like
sure,
to
for,
see him get a little bit bigger, but I
for
think
sure,
he's
for
gonna
sure.
be a big star.
For sure, for sure. The
Um,
three big black, the three big black acts. Oba, Javon, and Trick got a big ceiling.
yep, and
Unfortunately, Powerhouse Hobbs, he cooning out, winning Andre the Giant Dookie chains and shit like that. So he ain't gonna be in this mix. But Javon, Trick, and Ova, they gonna do a lot of damage this year. Y'all stay on the lookout for them. And I don't know what's gonna go with Penta. He gonna blow his fucking tires out like Chad Gable. For the IC title, it's marked. The days are winding down for Penta's reign because he going too hard. He performing too hard. And he going too hard right now. But he won, man. I kind of knew he would win. I didn't know how, but right now he just in that zone. He in that winning zone. He a fighting champion. He put it up on a ladder for y'all to take, and he still got it.
Yep. And you brought it up. You brought up the name Trick Williams. Next match, we got Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the U.S. title. And I really thought that Sami was going to come out on top here doing something dastardly, doing something terrible, doing the full heel. I thought there was a chance that Kevin Owens showed up here after the match and took a power bomb on the apron from Sami just to bring back this hideous, terrible, bad heel that's now your U.S. champion. However,
you're a better booker than fucking Triple H and them, so that ain't happening. However, your crystal ball just clearer than theirs, so that didn't happen. You was
whoop that
you
trick.
was on to something. You was on to something, but it wasn't the something that they got out there. It was some other shit. But I'm just glad Trick Williams won, to keep it real, man. Trick Williams came out there with the toilet paper roll thing trailing on his shit.
Best jacket I have ever seen in my life. It was something that you would see on some of these fashion shows that don't make no sense. People wearing mirrors and meat and stuff like that. This man had a 100-yard jacket tail.
Night one had a lot of cool entrances. Night two had a lot of dope entrances. They put a lot of spectacle in the night two.
Yeah, they did. Night 2 was the main card out of these 2 nights. Let's be
Yeah, so
real.
they put a lot better presentation and production. Trick Williams comes out, Lil Yachty with him. I ain't mad at it, man.
Me neither. Me neither. Whoop That Trick is buzzing. I'm sure if we would have been in there, the Whoop That Trick and that bass boost on his entrance,
Oh, you
it
know
would
I'd
have
have
been
went crazy. You know I'd have went
thumping us
crazy.
just like just like the LA
And
Night,
this
we would have felt it.
one thing too he brought to attention, and this is how I confirmed Javon Evans was at WrestleCon, because he was at the same interview with Booker T, right? He
Right.
said Trick said that was just a beat.
Yep.
And somebody, the crowd, the universe just started saying, "Whoop that trick." So when you go over like that, you chosen, man. The crowd chooses you in that case.
Yep.
So Booker T and them might have helped. Booker T, he helped put a lot of people over in NXT. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
over, bro. I think it was only right. I don't know where they're gonna go with Sami Zayn, like you said, man. Kevin knows if he's, any condition to wrestle, that's still on the table for him. But the sky's the limit for Trick. I was happy about the results of this. This match was kind of quick. This was a quick one.
Yep. Yeah. New U.S. champion Trick Williams. Let's see how they push him and where they go from here.
Yep. SmackDown awaits you, brother.
Well, we were in pretty unanimous agreement on the way that this next match was going to go.
Mhm.
And it was changed last minute to a street fight. But I don't think it
Yeah,
mattered.
I didn't notice. I didn't catch that at first either. Street fight.
Um, but I don't think it mattered. Maybe they were
But they
trying to
wasn't in none
give
of my streets though. They wasn't in none of my fucking streets.
Maybe they were trying to give Dom a chance at this, but
Right, right.
when you're bringing the demon back, it don't matter if you hit him with a chair, it don't matter if you put him through a table, it don't matter if you hit him with a sledgehammer. The demon is the demon for a reason. He's been gone for so long. He was taken out by the Fiend, and now he's back. Something that the IWC has been craving for years now at this point. Years at this point. And when you have something like the Demon returning at WrestleMania, there is 0% chance, and this is quick math, 0% chance he loses that.
Yeah.
So, pretty cut
They
and dry.
both had cool, elaborate entrances. Fiend kept getting confetti stuck on him and shit. I know that was aggravating him. my kids wasn't really feeling the Fiend. They didn't understand. I mean, the Demon, they wasn't understanding it for real. Like they wasn't. Isaiah knew about Demon Finn Balor, but I don't know. I think Chloe just liked Finn Balor regular.
Yep.
So I don't know. We're gonna see how long the Demons stick around.
We'll see. We'll see. I hope he has more appearances. It's not something I have to see every week. It's not something I have to see every pay-per-view.
Okay, me neither.
But you can bring him out at SummerSlam. You can bring him out maybe at a Royal Rumble, definitely at a WrestleMania, but it's not something I need to see every week or even every pay-per-view.
Yeah, good match. I like the Dom entrance, street fight. You know, I'm thinking Dom gonna pull out all the stops to win.
0% chance.
Yeah, against the Demon, man.
Yeah. If it would have been against just Finn Balor, he stood a chance. When they brought back the Demon, when they brought back the Pain, and what bothered me really about this was you could tell they were grasping for straws, and we've talked about this before. When they announced that the Demon was going to be at WrestleMania, I mean, even the card, you look at the card, and it says Dom Mysterio versus Demon Finn Balor.
Yeah, as soon as they had announced that, you had caught that right away, and you was like, damn. So you already was knowing what was going on weeks and weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you said, bro, they was doing everything they could to get them 50,000 people in there, but they did. They got them in there.
They did. They did, according to John Cena.
They got them in there. It looked like it was packed to me.
Yeah, it was packed. I mean,
Bro, they got
apparently,
asses in seats.
yeah, they did. Well, the match that I thought was going to put asses in seats until about 4 weeks of build-up led to nothing. 4 weeks of build-up of, I'm that bitch. No, I'm that bitch. No, my muscles are bigger. No, your muscles are smaller. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's what we got for 4 weeks against with Jade and Rhea Ripley. And we got the women's title on the line. These two behemoths, these two powerhouses. I really thought that this match was gonna sell the card.
Rhea ain't a powerhouse no more or a behemoth. She's skinny now.
Yeah, apparently she's going through an eating disorder.
Joshi girl. Yeah, she can eat. She ain't eating steroids no more, probably. Yeah, she probably ain't eating steroids all the time now. She probably eating real food now. And you see her real shape without the steroids and shit. But yeah, we got Miss WrestleMania against Miss Jade Cargill, whose muscles are bigger, who's stronger and more prettier. And Meechin and fucking B-Fab come oh man.
Yep.
Take the shades off. Open up the windows to my soul. Disappointed in this match. I was disappointed in the build-up, but I could deal with it. But
Yeah.
see, because I was there night one, if I was there at night two, I would have gave it more grace because I would have been there in person. I'd have had different feelings about a lot of shit. But I had to watch it on TV, and I was like, I ain't fucking with this result. I'm not fucking with this match. I was excited though. Honestly, wasn't the worst match. Way better than actually it was better than Becky and AJ. It was better than this was Jade Cargill best match.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a decent match. I didn't like the ending.
Right, right.
I didn't, and with the and I called Jade to win because I thought with the baddies now on her side and the baddies being basically used as fodder the last 3 weeks to just get beat up on.
Right.
I thought maybe they were going to get their comeuppance and Jade was going to keep this belt. I really did. And even math. You talk about all these different wrestling things. The reason why the Death Riders are taking over AEW from time to time is because there's strength in numbers. We talked about the match on night one where it was the Usos and LA Knight versus the Vision and ISHO Speed. 3 technically on 2 when it comes to wrestlers. There's strength in numbers. So when you have B-Fab and Meechin on Jade's side, and you just have Io on Rhea's side, it's 3 on 2. There's strength in numbers. Whether Io comes out or not, I think Jade wins this match. However, Burr was wrong.
Yeah, and what's up, man, with WWE, and sometimes they have run-ins and shit, and they'll fucking put the music on it.
Yep.
Like, put her fucking name on the screen and everything. put her name on the ring apron, you know, just for a 10-second run in.
Yeah, and logically, how does that make sense? Is she going up because production truck is somewhere else? It's not like there's a. I guess maybe she can go up to Triple H and Gorilla and say, "Hey, call production and tell them to hit my music and hit because I'm gonna go help my friend." Are you going to production and saying, "Hey, it takes me about 2 minutes to get to the ring. In a minute and 30 seconds, I need you to start hitting my music. Put my graphic up because I need to go help my friend because she's getting jumped." Like, logically, it doesn't make sense.
It don't. I hate when they do that. Jey Uso will do it sometimes. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, just certain wrestlers. When they running out, they gotta stop the whole shit.
And I guess you're just looking for that pop. You're looking for that crowd moment, and I kind of
Yeah,
get
but I
that.
mean, shit, when Ron Breaker ran out, everybody went crazy.
Yep. And he had no music. He had no
He just
picture.
ran out, and if you didn't catch it, you wouldn't have caught it. But still, like that was just a natural reaction from a run in, you know. And
And
that's
And maybe
go
that's the
ahead.
problem with the Braun. When Braun said that he was going to go out, Io said, "Hey, I'll be out in 2 minutes, in a minute 30." That's how. Braun's like, "Hey, I'm going to the ring," and he speared him because it was that quick. Production couldn't
Right,
even find time to like, wait, where's his music file? Let me get that pulled up. Now he was already
right.
out there.
Right. So yeah, I didn't like. I mean, it is what it is. I like Io Sky. Always good to see her. I don't think they used her right this WrestleMania, unfortunately, but at least she got out there for the fans. Cause I mean, she do got people that want to see her. So she showed face and helped their girl.
Yeah, Rhea's your new women's champion.
Boo! I'm just curious to see where it goes. Like I like Rhea Ripley. Like I'm not a hater, but like I just want to see what they do with it and what they do with her besides these weak ass storylines and these weak ass, like reasons why she's the champ and why she's always trying to go for the champ. Like I just need to see more from it and from
Yeah,
her.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Disappointed.
Before we get into this main event spot, before we get into night two's main event, we have to talk about John Cena coming out, announcing numbers, getting interrupted by Kit Wilson and The Miz, and Danhausen makes his WrestleMania debut with some friends.
Yeah, little guys.
Now, Michael Cole clearly says on commentary, listen, I asked them before the show, and they want to be called midgets. So don't come at me on X. Don't come at me with I'm offended people. Nope, I asked them. They said they want to be called midgets. So Danhausen comes out with the midget housings. They're all dressed up. They have this moment in the ring where they end up taking out Kit Wilson, taking out Miz, and carrying Miz out. The midget housings carry Miz to the back.
Pretty funny. I wish I was there to see that. We predicted that Danhausen would be there,
Yes.
and he was there, bro. Very
And
nice, very evil.
he is very nice and very evil. And honestly, when I was talking about night one, I thought, boss, there's a chance that we see John Cena and Danhausen in the same event on one night. There's a chance that they are in this building together. Did I think that they were going to have a spot together? Absolutely not. That was not in the bingo card. That was not in the crystal ball, but I enjoyed it.
I did too, bro. Funny guy. I like what Danhausen been doing. I like his gimmick. He's funny, bro. He's won me over. It's official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the TB2 podcast. We are in the main event of WrestleMania Night 2. Just your friendly reminder, drop a nice little five knuckle shuffle. Danhausen dropped one. Why don't you go ahead and drop one on the like button? Hit us with a subscribe. Share it to your friends. Tell them to hit up TB2. I mean, it really costs you $0. It really does. And it helps us out a lot. Because if you enjoy the content, I'm sure somebody else will. The tricky part is this little algorithm that YouTube has, that TikTok has, that Facebook has. People don't see our stuff unless you share it, unless you comment on it. Comment what your
Unless
favorite match was, the biggest moment. We're putting things on Spotify, nice little questions at the end of our Spotify. Answer a question for us. Let us know how you feel because we want to know. I want to know, and sometimes the IWC will jump on me. I said that Mike Bailey was not from Canada, and come to find out, his real name is a French ass name.
and he ain't from France. He's French Canadian. And I
So,
mean, yeah, it costs you $0, but it might gain us a couple dollars. So hey,
yes.
let's
So,
do it.
give
We,
us a like.
hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Even if Burr don't agree, even though Burr already agreed and made it up, we're gonna give away some shit, man. Let's get this community up, man.
Yep.
Subscribers and whatnot, man. So we can start giving away some shit. So we can start meeting y'all in person. So we can start linking up. Like, let's do this shit. We here to stay. We here, feet in the ground, boots on ground, leg drop, boot on face.
I mean, we
Very
we
nice,
got
very evil.
we got stuff coming. We got lots of
Very
guests that I'm
nice.
sitting here talking to. Lots of people talking about coming on the pod. Down in Vegas, we shook so many hands, and I've already gotten people saying, "Man, I can't wait to get on there. I can't wait to get on there." Got somebody that I just met for the first time coming on the pod next week. So y'all stay tuned. We are out here working it. We out here working the streets, out here working the business, out here
Mhm,
working the shows. We out here
mhm.
putting in that work for you, for the
Very
people.
nice, very evil. Very nice, very evil.
Without further ado, your main event of night 2,
Yeah,
CM
which was
Punk,
very nice. This was very nice and very evil.
and it very didn't make sense at one point, and we're going to talk about that. You got CM Punk against Roman Reigns. Punk is your champion, Reigns is your challenger.
Mhm.
Um, we were split on this one, boss. We were split on this one, and I told you you were 100%, or except for one match on night 2. I had almost a clean sweep night 1, but I got this one wrong. I thought Punk was going to end up winning this thing, and to be honest, if we want to be honest, boss, he should have won this match when Roman Reigns picked up the stairs and hit CM Punk with it. Even Mike Chioda online said that should have been a DQ.
Man, it's WrestleMania main event. It's like the Super Bowl or Game 7 in the playoffs. You gotta let them play.
Ref's discretion. We talked about this before WrestleMania. I didn't think it was going to come back this quick, but AEW is more on the ref's discretion than WWE. You've got WWE referees that have to count to 3, even though somebody's supposed to kick out. It is their job. Hey, you count to 3. That's not on you. That's on the person that's kicking out. You could get fired for not following the rules that WWE sets in front of you. And during this match, when Roman picks up the steps and hits CM Punk, that's a DQ.
You right though. They flip floppy with the rules and shit, man. And I mean, you got the big dog Roman Reigns, man, Mr. WrestleMania. Like they gonna let him get away with a lot. It just is what it is.
Yeah, well,
I ain't gonna say I agree with it though, but
I don't want CM Punk to win this match. I want CM Punk to accidentally possibly have a severe toe infection and have to retire from wrestling. I mean, I don't wish too much pain upon him, but if he has to retire, I mean, the last time it was because of a staph infection, so he can
right,
have one in his big toe. He can go ahead and ride off into the sunset. Him and AJ Lee can get off of my television.
right. But you don't want to see it like that, right? You don't see it like that because then they give him fuel to his fire.
Yeah, but at the end of the night, boss, I got this wrong. We have a new champion. The tribal chief is back at the head of the table.
I can't see CM Punk winning, man. Not like he kicks out of a lot. He took a lot of damage. He gave a lot of damage. He gave a lot of damage.
I thought there was something that they were going to do with this. I really thought they were using the Jey Uso losing his temper. I thought that might be the way they go, where Jey comes out, takes a shot from Punk, loses his temper, maybe hits Punk, causes a DQ, something to cause Roman to lose the match and CM Punk to keep the title via DQ. I saw that because that's the way that it was building over the weeks, but apparently that's not what we decided to do. We decided to send the fans happy. Well, happy, I guess, because I think it was 50-50 between CM Punk and Roman.
Yeah. And CM Punk got his fans, bro.
But I think they didn't want to end night 2 after all these matches with a disqualification, with some shenanigans, and at the end of the night, the best man won. And so we have a new champion, world champion in Roman Reigns back at the head of the table.
Yeah, man. Congrats to Roman. I don't know, man. Jay Uso kind of got a reason why he should be in the mix. I mean, he kind of lost his belt under some weird circumstances and shit. So you can see why he lingering around, or why he could have played a part in this. And I still think he do. Still think LA Knight, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, all are gonna be intertwined somehow. When we
Yep.
get closer to Backlash, we're just gonna have to see. But it was a good match, man. It was the longest match. I think they said it's 30-minute match right here. This match did last a long time. And I was surprised that Roman Reigns had that in him. These deals went that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roman Reigns after like 15 minutes or like I got it. Roman Reigns 15 minutes or less, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The long drawed out matches with him, I don't fuck with, but it gotta have more story in it for me to fuck with. If it's not, then I tune out, but it was a good back and forth for sure.
I think the thing with Roman is we're so used to, and it's almost like the Goldberg thing, where Goldberg comes out, he spears, he jackhammers, he wins. I mean, there may be a couple of tosses in there, maybe, but Roman comes out, he Superman punches, he spears, he wins.
Right. Yeah, he don't do too much moves and shit. Like a Roman, I mean like a CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, where you expect that
Yeah,
match to be 20, 30 minutes.
right, right.
So I mean,
I,
I was
I'm
surprised
I'm still waiting for a Shield reunion.
it's happening.
I
But
still think that
a bloodline reunion gonna happen first. The Shield gonna get together when they real old. When they old. When the Shield is very, very nostalgia like, then they'll put it back together probably. But
uh,
right
uh,
now they hot. Everybody hot doing their own shit.
a stat that I did see was and they was talking about the Shield, talking about all this stuff, going on, and CM Punk was the one that brought in the Shield, and he was the one that gave them the start in the WWE. In the 3 main event world title matches CM Punk has against Shield members, he lost against Jon Moxley in AEW, he lost against Seth Rollins in WWE, and he lost against Roman Reigns.
Undefeated. Or
So
maybe we should say defeated. Strictly defeated.
completely defeated against the
Yeah,
Shield. So
completely obliterated.
who really has the last laugh, Punk? Who really has the last laugh?
Well, if he's still healthy, we gonna see what goes on. He still got story to tell. He ain't the worst, but he lost. I don't think he happy about it. Roman Reigns, let's see what he does, man. Hopefully they don't jack up nothing with him being the title holder. Let's see how long he holds the title. Hopefully it's not as long as last time.
It ain't gonna be no 1,000 days.
Not at all. Gunther will
He
take
got
it
too many
before that
movies
happens.
and stuff coming out.
Yeah, Gunther will take it before that happens. But I mean,
Yeah,
overall, dope night. It was alright. Overall, it was alright.
yeah. I mean, wasn't the worst card. There was a lot of stuff that I have issues with. There was some stuff that I enjoyed. So all in all, not the worst card. As a total, night 1 and night 2, because I can't do them separately. They're together as WrestleMania. I have to
Mm,
combine them. So at
mm,
the end of the night,
mm,
I'm gonna give the show out of 5. TB2,
mhm.
we going 5s out of 5. I'm gonna give the show a 3.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And 2 of the stars, 2.5 of the stars come from the fact that I was there.
Yeah, yeah,
And the other point five is because Trick Williams won, and because Obafemi won, and because Roman Reigns won.
yeah. There's I have, if you
And
look at it,
Danhausen had an entertaining, not corny, stupid ass spot. His shit was actually cool and funny.
yeah. Overall, throughout the whole thing, there was slightly more good than bad. So it gets 3 stars from me. This
The women had a horrible showing compared to last year. The women had a horrible showing this year, though. That's
Yeah.
one of the big. That's one of the big disappointments for me. The women matches had me disappointed as fuck this year. Gotta
And
go from Evolution being one of the best pay-per-views last year to the women just underperforming and shenanigans and bullshit sprinkled throughout their WrestleMania build-up and WrestleMania. That was the worst for me.
And what bothers me, and we've talked about this, about how WWE does not care about their tag team division. Do you want to know how I know they don't care about their tag team division? Tell me which tag team titles were put up on the line at WrestleMania. Can you tell me that?
The women's. That's it.
That's it. That's it. You had the Vision on the card, but they didn't defend their titles. You didn't have Damian and R-Truth on the card.
Not at all.
So
Not at all.
that proves to me your biggest show, honestly, you didn't even really have tag team matches other than the women's. And the women's wasn't a straight tag team match. There was 8 of them in there.
Yeah, there was no tag team presence at all.
So
The Usos and it was in a trios match.
So it proves to me that WWE does not care about their tag team division, but
They barely care about the women. They only
that,
care about like 3 women in the division, if that.
I mean, you even just looking at the layout, you had a bunch of women's matches night 1 and then 1 women's match night 2, and the night 2 card, everybody says is the stacked card.
Right.
You could have evened it out.
Yeah. No women on the 0 hour either. So
Nope.
little shit like that I didn't like. But overall, yeah, good outweighed the bad, but the bad was the bad.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been TB2. This is our thoughts on WrestleMania 42. We were in the house, and it was a good show, but at the end of the day, WWE beat WWE, and we ain't gonna let them slide for it.
Can't do it. Got to cough. Especially spending money. We was at WrestleMania. We got all the right to talk shit now. We
Yep.
done marked out and was at the granddaddy of them all. You definitely gonna get my opinion all the time, WWE. And with that being said, before we close out, I think we might change the format a little bit, guys. So, if y'all don't hear nothing about WWE as often, we'll wrap it up into one. But we got to move on to greener pastures sometime.
Yeah, we may be taking a little bit some breaks when the content comes from being enjoyable to being a chore. We got to change some stuff up. So we're going to look into some changes. Y'all stay tuned. We ain't going nowhere. We'll still be here. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we still gonna watch the wrestling. We still gonna let y'all know what's going on. We still gonna do it, but we might compile things a little bit more. The shows might be a little longer. The episodes might be a little longer, but y'all stay tuned. They're gonna be entertaining. You won't fall asleep. You won't lose. You won't tune. You won't want to tune off. You're gonna stay tuned in the whole episode. That's how me and Bert give it to y'all, man. So
Yeah.
we hope y'all are entertained.
And if you're still here, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yep.
We appreciate you. We appreciate every single one of you that's sitting right here. We appreciate our Billies and our Ashleys and all the people that we have supporting us, fellow Army vets that have come through and showed support for us. We appreciate all of you. And we're going to continue to grow. This new venture that we went on took us to WrestleMania, and it's going to take us a lot farther. And this is only the beginning.
Yes, sir, Ski. Let's do it. T2 pod, baby.
Until next time, we out.
Hold on, Bert. Don't cut it.
Don't cut it.
Get my back.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's that TB2 logo. That TB2. Hey, we got merch, too. You want a hoodie? You want a Burrr headband with the TB2 logo? Hit us up. Until next time, now we out.